Welcome, and thank you for the investment of your time to explore and learn about this trading opportunity called Simplified Options. Hello, my name is Rick and I am the owner, architect, primary educator, and consultant for this website and program. That's right, I do it all. Let's get started. What is Simplified Options? It's an educational program designed to teach you how to research and execute a very specific trade strategy. It is not a video program where you are paying for the right to watch a series of canned educational spots. It is an interactive, step-by-step approach to education, implementation, and most importantly, execution. Because without the confidence and ability to execute the trades, you might as well go to the library and be reading a book. Also know that Simplified Options has great one-on-one support and follow-up to your questions and comments. So who is the program for? Oh, it's for both the new and experienced traders. Whether you've never traded for a few days, or been trading for years, whether you know nothing or you know everything about trading the market but still have not been able to produce consistent positive results, then this program is for you. Why? What is my motivation? Well, my initial education was in the stock and options market with a focus on trading derivatives and options. Along my journey, as I'm sure many of you have had, I was tempted by the lure of the Forex market and the promise of easy, quick money, and I found myself off track and immersed in a very strange and unique world. After 2 years of being sidetracked in the Forex market and investing countless hours trading, educating myself, educating others, and finally investigating the Forex market in depth, I finally realized attempting to scalp and day trade the Forex market and even stocks had an extremely low probability of success, even for the best traders in the community. But what was more amazing was I found thousands and thousands of disillusioned, frustrated traders that are still looking for a viable, realistic way to stay involved in the markets and to become profitable traders. Right about then is when I returned back to trading options. So, if you are new to trading, you have an advantage. You do not have to be convinced of the absurdity of all the claims made and believed by so many in the Forex and day trading community. And if you're a seasoned trader, all I ask is that you give me the opportunity to turn you towards the light and show you the way to become a profitable trader. Now, there are some prerequisites, so please pay attention to this, because if you can't do all of these 5 points, then you really should not get involved in the program. The first and most important is you need to be able to open an account with a broker that trades products from the CBOE, Chicago Board of Options Exchange. Be aware that there are certain countries and brokers that do not offer the function or the ability to trade options, and some do not offer you the ability to sell options, which would then take the opportunity of doing credit spreads, and that's what we will be doing. Don't get too caught up in what all of this means right now, but you need to be able to verify that you can indeed open an account with a broker, and that the broker, and more importantly the country in which you reside, offers the function or ability to trade credit spreads. You need to be able to read, write, and understand the English language. You must have the time to either attend or watch the recorded webinars scheduled 2 times per week. And most importantly, you must have a natural curiosity and are not afraid to ask questions. Disclaimer and risk. As with all trading and investing products, I must bring to your attention the disclaimer statement and risk potential as required by our legal counsel. But even if it were not required, there's some very important stuff in here, especially the part about risk capital, and I have it highlighted on here. Many times as a professional trader, I've been asked, please show me how to get out of the hole. I've lost so much money, I don't know what to do. I'm at the end of my rope. My family is hungry. Seriously, my family is hungry and I need your help at finding a way to become a profitable trader. Please help me. My advice has been and will always be that you immediately quit trading. Trading is not something that you do with money that feeds, clothes, or puts a roof over your head or your family's head. If that description fits you as a trader, I guarantee you are not psychologically or financially fit to be able to handle the fear and the greed associated with trading, and all you will do is take unnecessary risks and continue to lose money that you can ill afford to lose. If this fits your profile, I ask that you please do not get involved in this program and find another way to further your education and get a better job to increase your income. Got it? Thank you. Market reality check. Something very interesting. I know some of you believe that you have an edge based on your specific analysis, those that are trading. But through years of experience, I'm here to tell you, you do not. I know I'm not going to make a lot of new friends and probably disenfranchise a number of traders by saying this, but here we go. The world of technical analysis, exponential averages, moving averages, MACDs, Bollinger Bands, Fibonacci retracements, candlestick patterns that border on hundreds of interpretations, crossovers, cyclicals, Elliott and Carter studies, Ehlers, Pearsons, momentum indicators, strength indicators, oscillators, chart readings such as cup and handle, bear flag, bull flag, double top, double bottom, triple top, triple bottom, head and shoulders, reverse head and shoulders, triangles, saucers, spikes, and too many more to even speak of. All of it for the purpose of what I am going to teach you is completely and utterly useless. The reason I want to be clear on this is you will not need to spend hundreds of hours learning a bunch of useless, non-functional voodoo analysis. So now that we've said that a directional trade, and that's what we were talking about when we said 50-50, making a decision whether or not the asset or whatever we are trading is going to go up and we buy it, or we believe it's going to go down and we sell it. What would it mean to you if you could stack the odds of winning on every trade you placed to greater than 68%? This program is nothing more than placing ourselves statistically in the best position we can to profit from our research and the execution of our trades. Nothing more, nothing less. Sounds pretty simple? It is. And we're going to learn how to set up trades that return 5 to 15% per trade. Note the asterisk on the bottom. Depending on your own personal risk profile, you can push these trades into a higher winning return on your investment. But be cautioned. By doing so, you will also increase the potential risk of losing the trade. As with most things in life, when you shoot for a higher reward, it always brings in higher risks. So, just so you know that. But we are going to design this to return consistently 5 to 15% per trade per month. How are we going to do that? We're going to teach you everything, yes, everything you need to know to successfully implement this strategy. Quick story. A few months ago, I closed my Forex accounts and moved all of my capital back to my options accounts and began to generate consistent returns on the strategy. I had a few friends from the Forex community still in touch with me, and they asked me if I could teach them. My first thought was it would just take months, too long to get them where they would need to be able to execute the trades. They kept after me, and they just kept saying, show me, show me. So after a few attempts, I found that if they emulated what I was doing, that means following me on the trades I was making and listening to what I was talking about, that I could teach by example. And then the most curious thing started to happen was that the theory and the neat little nuances of trading options just began to fall into place for them very, very quickly. The reason for that was they had a practical application to put the theoretical and the little nuances up against it. And it wasn't because they needed to learn it, but because all of a sudden there became a desire to learn it. It's amazing how as humans, when we have a vacuum of knowledge and we have something concrete to put it up against, we search for the information. So having the real hands-on trades to compare the notes and the results made it a very fruitful and profitable experience for them. The strategy, very simple, very straightforward. Put together a trade that profits as long as the price stays and closes within two selected prices. Of course, there's time involved there. This is a copy and a picture of a trade that I had placed that ended on February 21st. The nice thing about this is I heard over and over and over again from people in the Forex community, I just don't have the time. Don't have the time to sit in front of a trading platform during the day, to watch the screen, to day trade. So they would invest in robo-traders and expert advisors. They'd search for trade copier services or give their money to somebody else in a managed account. 95% of the time, all of these are losing propositions. With this strategy, when the market is quiet on the weekend, you can research your setups, pick your fill prices, preset the trade, and wait for a fill. Done. Once a day, throughout the contract period, you can check the price to see if there's any management required, which is rare, and that's it. Can you take what you learned and be more aggressive and day trade on it? Yes, you can. And can you spend the day researching and analyzing future trades? Of course you can. But the beauty is, if you don't have the time, if you don't want to, you don't have to. So how is this going to work? The program will consist of 2 webinars per week, and the recordings, of course, will be made available on the website. The program I anticipate it to last approximately 12 weeks. And you can join in at any time because of the customer service. We'll make sure that you get where you need to be. When I say educational, I mean we will cover the basic of the basics, from opening an account with a broker, how to set up a chart, how to read a chart, the market basics, what are the asset classes, what are the indices, what does bullish mean, what does bearish mean, what is a trend, all the way to the more complex points of setting up a few studies on your chart and how to use them to your advantage. Remember, the entire education will be geared toward having you move forward to execute these trades with understanding and confidence. The second webinar of the week, we will be reviewing specific trade setups and details about the pieces of the trade. We'll talk about trade management, trade risk, how to calculate the risk and reward with a minimum of math skills. You will find that by the end of a few weeks, you will start to build a confidence level to set these trades up with little or no assistance. And by the end of the program, you'll be wanting to explore other possible trade strategies using options as your main trading tool. We will build step by step and continue to review the material until you have that aha, I got it moment. Why aren't more people doing it? In my opinion, the educational process for teaching someone to trade options had gotten bogged down in such in-depth minutia that it scared the majority of traders away. In addition, there has been a real lack of active marketing to bring this strategy to the masses, to the trading community. By listening and acquiescing to the request to help a few friends, I discovered both the simplicity and, more importantly, the need for this defining approach to teaching and marketing this strategy. As the slide says, this will become the most boring, profitable trading strategy you will ever learn and execute. And in this case, boring is good. So why Simplified Options? No one else will do it quite like Simplified Options. As discussed earlier, once you learn the practical application, the theory and the details will fall quickly and easily into place. I will hold your hand through the process to make sure you get it. My goal is for you to go out on your own, be profitable, and spread the word about this fantastic way to trade. Need more information? Write to me. Write to Rick. Say, hey Rick, write to me at Simplified Options. There's other material available on the website. Take a look at it. You'll see some information on a trade. You can see the syllabus of the course. Hopefully you enjoyed this little presentation. And I hope you've been greatly intrigued by this information. And I really hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.